I've known I was transgender since baby age. Since I was growing up, I always knew that I wasn't a girl. So like when I was first born, I was called Jade. My mum kicked me out because she found out I was transgender. That was disgusting. She was shocked, you know, because obviously at the time I was like seeing boyfriends to try and make her happy kind of thing. So I moved to Oldham, then moved with like the boyfriend. She just weren't happy with it whatsoever. Oldham, I don't like Oldham whatsoever. I cannot stand Oldham. The area is absolutely horrendous. People like who are obviously in these places will get mixed up with the wrong people because people see you're vulnerable. Port Street was the first hostel I moved to after like getting kicked out from my mum's. So I came to the hostel when I was 16 years old. At first it was alright, but it got me too involved with the wrong things. I got in trouble. I got involved with the police for the first time. It got me a bit involved with drugs and drink. I was at the one point where I was down as anything and I overdosed in it, so I got put in a hospital for a week. But I still carried on doing it because like, I didn't see no way forward in life. So I met Pete at Port Street. He was doing night shifts and at night I couldn't sleep for anything, so I used to go to speak to Pete till like 5 in the morning just about random stuff. Pete was like the star of the night, like he got me through the night. Instead of self-harming or overdosing or doing drugs, I'd go speak to Pete.
I first met Brandon when I was working here at Port Street. Brandon was a resident here and started to get to know who Brandon was. And a large part of, for me working with Brandon, was just being patient and letting Brandon decide who Brandon was. Getting a bit of stability, I suppose.
He was there when nobody else was. When all my family disowned me, Pete was always there. For the first time I trusted someone. I started calling myself Jay, and Jay was too close to Jade. So early last year, to Brandon, Luke, Aaron, Pearson. That was like what I've like picked for ages, so I thought like, I'm having that one. I got into running by Pete. I was just sat at home doing nothing, and Pete was like, no, you can't do this, you need to get out.
Running Charity came along via George and said, this is who we are, this is what we're there to do. It would be great to get some young people out running. Once the running started and people realised kind of the power it had with young people really in terms of focus, and it had a massive impact straight away on other aspects of young people's lives.
The running charity does what it says on the tin really. It uses running to help young people transform their own lives and achieve difficult, challenging goals. And once they see that they can achieve something with running that they thought they wouldn't be able to do, that transfers into all of the other kind of goal setting that you might do in life. We run wherever and whenever. We try to make it a nice, interesting place to run. Tandle Hill is probably the toughest session we do, and it's a big steep hill. Basically it consists of run up the hill, run down the hill, run up the hill again, and they just do it.
I thought, all right then, I'll come once, just can't get rid of me now. So I will always carry on running. It gets me out, it clears my head.
Go, Brandon, go!
They've all like got used to it, and like no one calls me she no more, it's always he, Brandon, that's how it is. Oh, the group's amazing. We're just like one big family, we're always there for each other. People looking up to you as well. You don't want to let anyone else down either. So we all just boost each other up.
Everyone wants to belong to something. Being a runner is not about being the fittest or the fastest, although we all want to be. It's about just challenging yourself really, to keep pushing forward. And that's like life, I suppose, for all of us.
When I'm running, it blocks out everything that goes in your head, like any bad things that have happened through the day or through your life, you forget it while you're running. So it like lifts you up. So it is like a long process, but it's to be who I want to be, and at the end I'm still going to be me. It's just me now, just different. I'm Brandon and I am a runner.
So myself and Brandon have been invited to the Sport for Good Summit in Stockholm. It's a massive, massive opportunity to celebrate what we do. This is who we are and what we're doing. I think it's massively beneficial, yeah. I think it's beneficial in terms of Brandon articulating what he does. Brandon being out, meeting other people will just be a massive, massive confidence boost. Brandon evolving really.
It's great to be invited to the summit. Brandon steps into new sort of roles and it builds his confidence. A chance for him to speak in groups and meet other people, whilst sometimes daunting and quite stressful, will be a great development opportunity for him as well, I think.
Myself and Brandon and Alex, who's our CEO, who's joined us for the summit.
Welcome to the Laureus-supported for Good Summit 2017!
We've been out running. Self and Brandon did a 2.7k run off-road through the forest, all routed and colour-coded. We've been doing a number of workshops. We've met partners from all across Europe who are doing all manner of different things and using sport to inspire young people and communities to bring about change. In one of the workshops we was in a group cluster. Part of what we wanted to talk about really was young people being involved in the decision-making process, and Brandon had a real input.
We as a panel speak for the young people already, so obviously I've said we could like meet up say once a week just to get what everyone's views across, and then us as the ones that can speak and use our voices to then express everybody else's opinion. Everyone
took note, so much so at the end of the workshop we was asked to nominate one of the discussion topics and we got nominated, so that was great. And then as kind of Brandon's found his feet talking to more people, Brandon's got to grips with it really, really well.
Right, so we got the boat from the training centre to Old Town and it was amazing. Yeah, so I've never been on a boat like that before, so yeah, it was really fun. I met Fabio Capello. He was speaking how he thinks it's good that young people have a saying like, today's a lot better than yesterday. I've sort of settled in now. They were all really friendly people.
Running's like a parallel to life really. We have our challenges, we have our ups and downs, we have our tears. We decide where our journey's taken us. We decide what baggage we're going to take with us, what we're going to leave behind, and where we want to be really. The biggest thing Brandon's done is started to love life. The Brandon we see now who's kind of confident and outgoing and understands that he's got a great story to tell. And people want to listen to him. Brandon's view was, why would people want to talk to me? Or do you know, why would people want to listen to me? Because you've got good things to say when you put your filter on and don't swear. Brandon, while Brandon's been here, has worked really hard on doing a bit of a talk for tomorrow. And he's really excited about it, but really nervous at the same time.
I'm just looking forward to doing my speech now, you know. Even though I weren't all too keen on it, I can't wait now. Through the work of the running charity and my running family, the biggest thing I have learnt is that I can love my life. I am Brandon Pearson and I do love my life. The speech went alright. I was very nervous. I mean, I felt myself shaking, but it was alright. I was glad Pete was at the side of me. I think it went well, you know. Yeah, they all started standing up and clapping. 2 years ago, I wouldn't have been able to come here, even stand up on a stage. Now I've gained the confidence and voiced my life. On Monday when I got told to do it, I knew I had to do it anyway, just to for George and Pete, because George is such a good person. I wouldn't want to let him down like that.
Brandon to be able to stand up there this morning and do that just shows the journeys Brandon's been on really. Own who you are and love the skin you're in has got to be the biggest achievement of all really. And it's been nice to travel that journey with you a bit, innit? Yeah. Next thing is about kind of you in the marathon, innit? Graduation, and then looking at how we bring you back with your new skill set to work with other young people, I think.
Yeah, I've gained confidence being here with all these people because they actually sit and listen. They don't just think they know everything. They ask for your own opinion. I just want to say thank you to Pete, because if it weren't for Pete working with me for as many years as he did, I wouldn't be here now. Here in general or here in life, because he has saved my life.
I had hair when I started.